ask you about this, the big topic revolving around their starting tight end, Sam LaPorta, because you saw the life without LaPorta in one game, and it was rough. But what have you kind of made of the injury? And I just have a feeling it's much worse than they're leading on, Doc. And I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. But you're more in tune than I am. What's your confidence that Sam LaPorta will even be back after 4 weeks? I mean,
exactly. Thank you for you picked me up. That's what I was leading into. In saying that I research everything. I listen to the radio, and clearly the 2:00 show has an in, and that guy is TJ Lang. And so Mike Valenti said, so again, I'm saying this exactly verbatim how Mike Valenti said it. He's like, I'm not reporting this, but I'm hearing from the people I talk to. Well, who's he talking to? Who's the person that works for the Lions, that's in the Lions facility, that talks to people?
Lang.
Exactly. So that we don't have to, pussyfoot around it. He's talking to people, his people, and it could be anybody. He said, my people are telling me that Sam LaPorta might not come back at all this year, but he's not reporting it. He hopes he's wrong. But, back injuries, for what it's worth, it may be more than a month before he comes back. But it's all speculation at this point. There's no official reports other than missing 4 games at this point in the year is horrible. We needed him for the Eagles. You needed him for the Packers and Giants and hopefully he comes back for the Cowboys. You need him. You need him when he's able to come back. Missing 4 games sucks. It's a weapon. Now, it's unfortunate that, at this point in time, that player is not available. And you saw Brock Wright is a little bit of a step down. He's not blocking as well as Sam LaPorta. And that's another reason why that maybe they're not running as much, because they know they can't block it. Like Brock Wright is good, but he's not Sam LaPorta. The blocking is not the same level. So I'm interested to see. I think someone messaged me that Ertz got waived. So we'll see if there's a signing of a tight end or an elevation that will give you the clues. But right now, listen, a back injury is never good, because you gotta block, you gotta be physical, you gotta press, you gotta run your routes. So that's just an annoyance at the worst possible time. I'm disappointed that it happened to that player. I'm disappointed that the Lions, listen, so did someone say out loud in public that give Goff more weapons? Why would he say that? Why would Doc say that? Now you guys get locked in on all the specifics and all the, why would you want that player? Listen, guys, I cover the NFL and I love defense. I love defense, like the ins and outs of blitzing and how people pressure and when they don't pressure, and stunts and maneuvers and linebackers and how they use, and the 3 techs that can play outside. I love it. So I'm not just blowing smoke out my mouth, just saying, hey, get Goff, trade a first rounder for a weapon. Okay. I'm saying it because Goff, when people get offended, like most quarterbacks, if they're pressured and they're not comfy in their little comfy pocket, if they're moved off their spot, it's going to be a little awkward. So I want Goff to enjoy the fruits of having more weapons, more. You guys, you had, unless I'm missing something, a healthy JMO, a healthy Amon-Ra. Well, maybe there's something going on, but he was out there running around. Gibbs, you had a healthy Montgomery. You scored 9 points.
I've interrupted the show to tell you about our friends over at Sleeper, the fastest growing fantasy platform in the entire world. And I'll tell you this as well. They have Sleeper picks, and if your state allows it, you should be using it. It's very simple. You pick more or less than the predicted stats on different players. And for Lions Giants, I have my picks. I have more on Amon-Ra St. Brown's receiving yards, more on Dave Montgomery's touchdowns over 0.5. He's going to score this week over as well or more on Dave Montgomery's rushing yards. And I also like the more on Jackson Dart's rushing yards if he plays. I think he's going to be running around. This Lions defense is going to be flying around, and they're going to have a big day. Sleeper picks. Use the code CT Sports. Along with it, have fun. Shout out to our friends at Sleeper for always sponsoring the program. Now let's get back to it.
So what does that tell you? You needed more weapons. Maybe it was, LaPorta and one more, but you need more. I'm sorry, guys. I know you love Jared Goff. I know you love your offensive football team, but Vic Fangio took you guys to the woodshed because he built and Howie Roseman built a defensive line of monsters. And then he added to it with a guy that fits in like a glove. So you can be fans, but you can also kind of keep it real. And when someone of a professional nature, who I am watching a lot more tape than you guys are, by far, I'm watching film, talking to people about their defense, talking to people about what they listen. It's no secret. I have 2 phones and I'm calling other people's teams and saying, hey, what do you guys think about Goff? And they're like, we love playing Goff because we know if we get him off his spot, we're going to eat. Well, we think that's just a secret. Someone told me that. So the whole league knows it. So when I say get a weapon, you guys just lock in on, well, what about this weapon? And it's like, no, Goff needs more at this point in time. And for next year, Goff needs more. You're going to need to draft a left tackle, probably need another tight end, need another receiver. So draft Goff more. What is it? Draft DGM. Draft Goff more, just more guards, more wide receivers, more running backs, more backups, more. Until Jared Goff wins something, he needs it super nice for him to succeed. And it's one of those deals where I'm never going to turn down a weapon for Jared Goff. And I do hope he rebounds and puts up some stats against the lowly Giants. But for that team, listen, the blueprint's there. Other teams are clearly using maneuvers and coverages to take away the deep shot. And they're saying, go ahead, Goff, do your thing, cook in the middle of the field. We're just going to keep everything in front of us and go try and score touchdowns, because the third and fourth down efficiency, guys, not listen, I don't want to be a downer, but no team has made the NFC Championship with that bad 27th ranked third down efficiency. Nobody in the last 2 decades has made it to the NFC Championship with a third down efficiency as bad as the Lions. So they better get cooking real fast, or they're going to be in Cancun real fast when the playoffs start.
Well, Doc, you're talking about adding Goff, giving Goff more weapons. It's almost like they traded up for a receiver this past year.
Right?
What the hell's going on?
All right.
I don't understand it. Go ahead.
Yeah, Doc, can I?
Well, listen, it's not that easy to insert a rookie. It's not that easy. You know, he's got to win battles in practice. He's got to get open, and he's got to understand listen, John Morton's offense, if you want to call it, Dan Campbell's offense, is not easy. There's a lot of learning you got to do. And but you're absolutely right. If you were going to trade up 30 spots in 3/3, you might want to put that fella on the field. You know what I mean? You're absolutely right.
Hey, what's going on there? It's Jeff Iafrate. Appreciate you for finishing the video. You can check out one of the videos here suggested, or show support by commenting, liking, and subscribing. And buy your merchandise, officialctsports.com.